everybody. So I learned something today. Now, I was listening to this amazing album right here, Who's Next? And I was thinking back how funny I used to think it was that people got confused that the opening track of the album, Baba O'Riley, people got the name confused, as evidenced one day when I was driving along and there was a name that tune type of a contest on the radio, and caller after caller just kept answering Teenage Wasteland. And the DJ's like, no, it's not it. To the point where, like, between breaks, I had to be like, look, people, the name of the song is not Teenage Wasteland. I don't know what else to tell you. And this is, before Google and Spotify and Shazam and all of that, where instantly getting song titles was something that you could do remotely and things like that. So I got a big kick out of that. The joke apparently is on me because anybody could be forgiven for getting the name of Baba O'Riley wrong, because nowhere in Baba O'Riley are the words Baba or O'Riley spoken or sung. They're not there. Teenage Wasteland, however, is, and is repeated frequently throughout. So one could absolutely be forgiven for that, especially if, you're a casual listener, a casual fan, don't own a copy of the album, listen to a radio station that doesn't identify songs when they play them, which is lots of them. But looking at the cover today, because this is just a great photograph. This is such an iconic cover. Just instantly recognizable. Ethan A. Russell. The photographer is given credit here. And I was putting this on, and I was just listening to it. I was looking at it, and I was looking at the dark spots here on the on this structure, this concrete slab here, and how they looked like the if you've ever read Watchmen, there was this recurring imagery of Hiroshima shadows, the impressions left behind of people caught in the atomic bomb blasts against buildings and so on. And I took a closer look. And a little bit of a closer look, and I also looked at what appeared to be the gentlemen tucking in their junk here, and realized that, that's a photograph that appears to be that of four fellas just having taken a piss on the wall, which ties into a little joke there of who's next. And you can ascribe whatever artistic statement you want to that. The fact remains that it is very obvious what's going on here. And I never, ever noticed it until today. So, I used to think it was funny that people got the name of the song wrong. I missed the P joke literally staring me in the face from the cover. So, sorry. I guess we're even. But am I the only one who missed that? I mean, I went ahead afterward and looked on Google, and there is a story behind this. And I know the story, and I'm not going to tell you the story because actually knowing the story kind of spoils it a little bit. But it's not, there's no hiding it. There's no subtlety about it. There's no like, that's the one interpretation. No, it's, it is what it is. You know what you saw. I know what I saw. It's right there. And never noticed it until today. And went ahead. Nope, it's all right there in the story and the Wikipedia entry and all that. So, but it does give an opportunity to talk a little bit about this. This isn't just a great album. This is an essential album. I think it's the best Who album. Tommy is amazing in its own way, but this is way more accessible. Every song on here is It is fantastic. Starting with Baba O'Reilly and closing out with Won't Get Fooled Again. Most, if not all, of these songs are classic rock radio staples. Like, this is one of those albums that just sums up a band. Like, say, hey, what should I listen to? This. This is what you should listen to. If you want to get into The Who, start here. Because this is the guidebook to The Who. These aren't even songs. These are anthems. And the musicianship is incredible. Keith Moon, what an absolute force of nature that could not be contained for long in a mortal shell. Left the planet way too soon, but left in the absolute most rock and roll way possible. Yes, he overdosed. I'm not talking about that. Keith Moon's last words on this planet were, "If you don't like it, you can fuck off." Perfection. If I am... That can't be topped. That can't be topped. There is nothing more rock and roll than your final words on the planet being, "If you don't like it, you can fuck off." It's just glorious. It's absolutely glorious. And his work on this album is stunning. Just everything about, I mean, it's just, and look up video of him on YouTube playing. Like, no one else plays drums like Keith Moon did. It's just absolutely amazing to watch a master at work, a mad genius at work. And the song is over. The last song on side one, there's a percussion bit that just place yourself between your speakers and just just chill out for a little bit. And by the time that song ends, there's this percussive loop that just goes around your ears between the speakers. It's absolutely transcendent. It is meditative. It will transport you to another plane. It's that good. So, and I have to thank, once again, my local guy, Dave at Platypus Records in lovely East Hampton, Massachusetts, for having this in stock and available with a great cover. The vinyl is super clean. I just listened to it on the new turntable today and still sounds amazing. And well worth seeking out in whatever form you can. If you want a quintessential classic rock album from a quote-unquote serious rock band, it's right here. This is The Who at the peak of their powers, and it just does not get any better than this. One of the greatest albums of all time, and absolutely essential, in my opinion, absolutely essential part of any collection. So check it out, enjoy it. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you soon.
Know your dope fiend.